What if I told you the most powerful gaming console and smart home hub of 2026 is not coming from Sony, Microsoft, or Google? It is actually a tiny black box from Apple that you have probably ignored for years. For a very long time, the Apple TV has been the underdog of the Apple ecosystem. It is the device everyone loves to use, but Apple constantly forgets to update. The current model we all have sitting under our televisions is running on the A15 Bionic chip. Now, do not get me wrong here. The A15 is a phenomenal piece of silicon that easily crushes the Amazon Fire Stick or the Roku Ultra. But in Apple's fast-paced world, an A15 chip is basically a dinosaur. We are in the era of the A19, and the Apple TV is desperately gasping for an upgrade. Well, the wait is finally over. We have just received massive, industry-shaking leaks from the most reliable sources on the planet. They confirm that Apple is unleashing a brand new Apple TV in spring 2026, and it is going to completely change how you use your living room. The biggest and most shocking upgrade revolves around the brain of this new machine. According to Mac Rumor's comprehensive 2026 rumor guide, Apple is entirely ditching the old architecture. They are dropping the A17 Pro chip straight into the new Apple TV. Yes, you heard that right. This is the exact same 3nm powerhouse that made the iPhone 15 Pro an absolute beast. But there is a very specific twist to this hardware. As reported by Geeky Gadgets, the variant going into the Apple TV will likely feature a 6-core CPU and a 4-core GPU. While it has one less graphics core than the flagship iPhone, this chip unlocks a holy grail feature for television boxes. I am talking about hardware-accelerated ray tracing. This means that lighting, shadows, and reflections in video games will look hyper-realistic. It will directly rival traditional gaming consoles. In fact, renowned leaker ShrimpApple Pro took to X recently to state that while the new Apple TV will stick to its identical black plastic design, the internal upgrades are massive. We are looking at a jump to 8 GB of RAM. This is specifically to support an aggressive push into AAA gaming. Apple wants you playing Resident Evil Village, Assassin's Creed, and the newest Tomb Raider games directly on your television. You will never need to buy a PlayStation 5 to get a premium gaming experience. Apple's grand master plan goes way beyond just video games, though. They want to absolutely dominate your smart home. According to a recent deep dive by XDA developers, Apple recently killed off their old HomeKit architecture. They permanently stripped older iPads of their ability to act as smart home hubs. This was a highly calculated move. Apple Track recently broke the news on X, stating that the 2026 Apple TV 4K is positioned to be the mandatory, ultra-fast brain for your entire HomeKit and Matter setup. Over in Germany, the highly respected tech publication Heise Online reported that this upcoming release focuses heavily on deep thread and Matter integration. This allows the Apple TV to seamlessly control multi-platform smart home devices instantly. French technology site Le Figaro Tech also chimed in on this. They noted that the transition to the 3nm A17 Pro vastly reduces energy consumption while tripling graphics performance. This makes it the ultimate, always-on brain for your connected home. Then there is the elephant in the room. Artificial intelligence. According to PocketLint, who cited recent reports from Bloomberg's Mark Gurman, the launch of this new Apple TV is heavily tied to the rollout of Apple's completely overhauled AI. We are talking about the AI-powered Siri in iOS and tvOS 26.4. Because the A17 Pro chip meets the strict hardware requirements for Apple Intelligence, your television is about to become brilliantly smart. You will be able to ask complex, contextual questions about the movies you are watching. You can generate highly specific viewing recommendations for a Friday movie night. You can even control your entire house using just your voice through the Siri remote. Mark Gurman also noted on X that Apple is preparing for a massive week of product launches this March. The heavily delayed Apple TV 4K is finally ready to arrive, boasting brand new in-house wireless components. Speaking of wireless components, the connectivity upgrades are absolutely insane. Tech websites are universally agreeing that we are go. to see a massive bump in network speeds. The new custom Apple wireless chip is expected to bring Wi-Fi 7 compatibility alongside Bluetooth 5.3. This means absolutely zero buffering when streaming uncompressed 4K video. It brings instant downloads for massive game files and flawless wireless audio syncing. Code sleuth Errant613 recently posted on X that he spotted new unreleased Apple TV identifiers in the latest tvOS beta code. These are specifically Apple TV 14.1 and Apple TV 14.5. This strongly hints that Apple is actively testing multiple storage and connectivity tiers right now. UK-based Stuff.tv confirmed this sentiment. They noted that shoving an A17 Pro into the device is aimed specifically at eliminating any user interface sluggishness and future-proofing the Apple TV for the next decade. So, what is this incredibly powerful, AI-driven, AAA gaming machine going to cost you? This is where things get really interesting. Legendary Apple supply chain analyst Ming-Chi Kuo stated on X that the next generation Apple TV needs a lower starting price to gain true market share. He claimed a sub-$100 price would be the ultimate sweet spot. While hitting $99 would be a dream come true and absolutely destroy Roku and Amazon, most conservative estimates currently place the starting price at $129 for the 64GB base Wi-Fi model. There will be a slightly more expensive 128GB tier that includes the crucial gigabit Ethernet port.